4031 form, I guess it is. 4031 form. The EVP then concurs on that. The DM is going to submit that 4031 form to Asset Map.
Okay.
Asset Map then schedules the person for the group or / individual training.
Okay.
You enter the candidate into the Asset Map system. Notify the candidate of their Asset Map password.
Automatic. Okay.
Right. And then the candidate logs onto the system.
Fine.
Right. They can
Sets up.
They can start doing their stuff. Based on our conversations, I think the candidate has to attend a how to use Asset Map class, a fact-finding class, and a sales process class. Is that correct?
That's probably smart. Yeah.
The 3 different classes. They complete the training. I'm assuming then that Asset Map is going to update the 4031 form with this completed credentialing date. Because if they're doing it right at the outset, they're not going to know that.
That's true.
And here we could do like a.
This onboarding is currently this candidate attends how to use class. That's a 20-minute onboarding class that we're going to digitize that they can see that video and get that done with. Right now we do it one-on-one.
Okay. So that's probably more what this is.
Okay.
The video training? Or I guess there's other video training.
There's going to be more. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a video onboarding course.
Yeah.
Right?
There's going to be. We have to create.
Well, this is the ideal process.
True.
I always get a little stuck with that, like where it actually is versus where we really want it to be.
Sure, sure.
So that up there. They continue with their AXA training. They have other Asset Map training that they can use through video stuff.
Okay.
They're going to start to identify clients for Asset Map. The district manager is going to work with the candidate on Asset Map, and they can also consult with Asset Map on any issues that are coming up.
Right, and the way we do that is we have actually an established advisor login that is called AXA Advisors at assetmap.com.
Okay.
So they can actually put them on any cases, and basically like a consultant, like a Dave Brain, but they put us.
Right.
Dave Brain actually and several of your people already do have licenses, so they could also do some of that joint work with them. They can have them consult on cases.
Right.
John Wendell has a login to Asset Map. He can actually look at a case and say, here's how you would sell life insurance.
Jim Frank too?
Yeah.
Jim Frank does as well.
You sent us a list of,
We have to almost onboard them like they're new users because they don't.
Exactly.
It's like a tool they don't use and they don't know that they could use it.
we got sent a list today of sales associates with an Asset Map, but
Okay,
they
from
were
Bridget.
all A's, B's, and C's.
Okay.
Would we be able to get a complete list of car wash people?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we just finished candidate consults with
or other advisors.
other advisors. Okay, got it.
Right. They present their Asset Maps to their clients. They're getting their pre-contract PCs, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
The next step is the candidate actually signs an AXA contract.
Okay.
Right. So they're now a full-fledged AXA person. The branch at that point needs to notify Asset Map of their official start date.
Yep.
Asset Map then sets a billing date for the first month of, I guess, for 90 plus days.
Yep.
And then they notify the candidate, hey, you've got 90 free days on Asset Map.
Agreed.
80 days out from here, Asset Map notifies the branch of the 90-day free period ending. Right? So they're coming up against their 90 days.
Yep.
That forces the branch to determine whether this person is going to be eligible for the subsidy or not.
Okay.
So we then go and say, okay, is the DSF at DLC? If they're not, we're going to review it with the district manager. Are we still going to subsidize? I don't know. If we say no, we'll notify Asset Map not to subsidize. Asset Map notifies the DSF agent, hey, the gig's up.
Right.
If they have a gold mentor, potentially they will do that, but likely that's not going to happen. And And if they don't want to do it, then Asset Map cancels the access. If they do want to do it, you provide Form 4033, the DS that the DM and the EVP sign it. Asset Map then charges the ESF Gold Mentor and the DSF for that.
Sure. If they
Or they
got it.
I guess I have to rework this a little bit, but if they elect not to do it and the DSF still wants to have it at the full cost, then Asset Map could charge it the full cost.
Okay.
Here, if they're DLC, okay, they're great, they're DLC, but have they actually used Asset Map? They might just be DLC because Daddy had a big rollover and they're NLC for the end of the year kind of thing. So we'd still want to say, okay,
Review.
they're DLC, but are they actually using it? And if they're not, well, let's talk to the district manager again and see.
Right.
So then we'll if we decide to subsidize, then we'll notify Asset Map to subsidize the cost. That's all stuff we have to do sort of internally. I think at this point we have to provide, or Asset Map will provide the 4032 form. Everybody signs the 4032 form, and that kind of starts the 90-day, the 6 month or 180 days of subsidized Asset Map.
Right.
At, let's say, 170 days out, Asset Map notifies the branch again saying, hey, 180 day subsidized period is about to end.
Right.
What do you want to do? And we can then go through, again, sort of the same similar process of, is the person DLC? Have they used Asset Map? Are there other things to consider? Do we want to keep doing the subsidy for this person or not? We would maybe discuss that with the DM.
Yes, this all makes sense.
Right? If we're going to subsidize, then we notify Asset Map, okay, we're going to subsidize it for another 180-day period. You then set the marker again for another 180-day period. Again, you're providing the 4033 form. We kind of go through that same process. And then at 170 days past that.
So the 4033 form is only if you're doing a mentor subsidy. So we probably don't need to do another, we just need to, we'll probably mark in our system whether it's renewed, and we'll just
I probably should move,
modify.
I think, yeah, this is supposed to move down. I didn't do that. That was what it was supposed to
Yeah,
do.
that's another chance where the mentor could pick up the cost if there's
Right.
someone in the
Right.
equation.
And then, again, at 170 days beyond that period, Asset Map then goes out to the DSF and says, hey, your subsidy period is over, you're about to go full boat, done kind of thing.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense.